Hi everybody, this is my first tutorial. This is going to be just what you need to buy at the craft store or Walmart or wherever to get started. I'm going to probably be going through this fast because my children are entertained for a minute and that's going to change. Also, I'm a hot mess, looking a hot mess right now, but I'm sorry. I'm punching fear in the face and I'm going to post this as it is. So, what you really truly need to get started is a needle and thread. That's it. Literally it. This is all you need, folks. You can find a project, you can fix a zipper, you can put on a button, you could restuff a teddy bear. I mean, you can do anything. You just have to get these things and learn how to thread it and tie a knot. And maybe you need a pair of snips or scissors so that you can cut it, but that is it. There are all different kinds of thread, polyester, cotton, different colors. You can see back there, I've got a whole mess on my wall of thread. There's nylon. I mean, I could do a whole thing just on thread. But don't use old thread. Please throw it away. If you have 15-year-old thread from when you wanted to start sewing 15 years ago and it's still there, throw it away. It's going to be so frustrating. You're going to end up jamming your machine because it will fray and there will be lint throw off, and it's gonna make you say bad words. Throw it out and get some new stuff. It's not that expensive. You can get it on Amazon, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. You can get thread just about anywhere. If you want to get fancy, you can get some rulers too. Good for projects where you have to measure things. I use the clear rulers. I like to be able to see through it. I use it a lot for alterations. I use this one for alterations too because I can move the dial so that I can remember what the heck I'm doing. If I'm rolling up a dress hem or pants hem 1 inch and I need to mark it and I get interrupted, then it's right there, so I don't have to check my notes or whatever. Let's see this thing. This is a threader. Words. It's a lot easier for me to put my fabric or my thread through this than it is through this. So it's harder wire. You poke it through. Bink. Well, you don't have to use the sound effects, but put the thread through there and then pull it through. So this is good because I'm getting old and my eyes are getting dodgy. You need snips or some cute little scissors. This is what I have, my little embroidery scissors. They make me happy. I got them on Amazon. And fabric scissors. If you are going to be cutting fabric and doing projects or trimming dress, don't use house scissors. They are not sharp enough. It's gonna fray. You probably cut all sorts of other garbage with it. Paper, food, I don't know, twist ties, whatever. Zip ties, whatever stuff you can find. So they're probably dull in spots. So get a pair of dedicated fabric scissors and don't let anybody touch them or they might perish. These are the holy grail of scissors, and if anybody touches them, they might get buried in the backyard. No, fabric. This is what it's for. It's for fabric, and that is the rule in this house, and everybody knows. I use different kinds of markers, so you can use clay, chalk, Taylor's chalk, a chalk pen. I use this if I'm outlining a pattern. You can use the fabric pens. This comes out of material or fabric with heat. So you just throw your iron on it for a second and it disappears. It's magical. Oh yeah, my iron. Also super important tool if you're gonna get serious about sewing. Here are my kids. Pins. I like the glass head ones because if they get under the iron, they won't melt and ruin your material. But you can use pens to hold fabric together so that you can sew and start a project. Walk away from it and then know what you're doing and you don't have to try to refit the pieces together. So I use this handy dandy magnet It's a kid's sensory toy on Amazon, and I love them. I can pick stuff up so fast. They come in different colors, and I seriously love them. They're kind of fun to play with, but this makes cleanup really easy. I also, when I'm doing alterations, I can stick it in my pocket. And if I'm working around somebody, like working around a dress, I'm on the floor, I don't want to keep reaching over to my pin cushion, I can just keep that in my pocket. If you don't want to poke a hole in it, if it's like silk or satin or leather, you can use these clips. These are called Wonder Clips, or quilting clips, and they work just by like a clothespin. They just hold the layers together. You can also use clothespins. You can use binder clips. You can get creative. These are just super easy. I use these even when I could use pins. I just like them. They're really simple. A thimble, if you're hand stitching and you need to really get some power behind your needle, you pick up a thimble. Stitch ripper. This is what gives me the confidence to do anything behind a sewing machine, because I have the confidence that I can rip it out when I mess it up. So invest in these. Do not use a 15-year-old one. I have a drawer full of these, and I make sure that I'm always using a sharp one. I might have a video one day about which way to rip on certain things. If you're doing a hem, you can use that little ball. It's there for a reason, so it doesn't tear your clothes as you're taking out a big row of stitches. So this stitch ripper must have if you were machine sewing for sure. All right, so I think, yeah, I have the material here. We are going to, on the next video, we're going to definitely do basically an unboxing. We're going to look at the machines. I've got a couple different brands of machines, so I'll go over them all. Of threading it, winding a bobbin, probably not in that order. We're going to wind a bobbin first and then thread it, and look at all the gauges, and then we will look at our first possible project, which is going to be a scrunchie. Somebody suggested that they'd like to know how to make that, and it's pretty simple. So you'll need about 10 inches of fabric elastic, just looks like that, and then any fabric of your choice. I think I cut this about 3 inches by 24, something like that. So get those things ready so that, and some coordinating fabric, coordinating thread. So make sure if you want it to blend in, you get something, in this case, blue, if you want it to match. But we will get those things going so that you can have them for when we do the tutorial, and then we can do it together. I think they call those a stitch along. I think there's a word for them. Anyway, that's it. That's really all I can think of. I mean, you can spend as much money as you'd like to at the fabric store. I've got a whole alterations operation set up, and right now it's on hold due to COVID because my son's high risk, and I don't want to bring a bunch of people in and out of the house. So it really stinks because I do miss it, and we're homeschooling. So please comment below if you've got projects that you want to do or you have questions you want answered, and I will be happy to put them on my list of videos that we will endeavor. See you next time, guys. Bye.